Welcome to the fish tank.
Hey everybody, Fishman here. I thought I'd put together a quick video about this particular carpet anemone I've been caring for well over a decade. It's been in numerous clients' tanks, and the reason why it has to go from client's tank to client's tank is it's exceptionally good at eating fish. And yeah, I didn't spend $3,000 to buy it, but as a rough guesstimate, it has to have eaten at least that much in value of fish. So now it's in my quarantine system, and as you can see, it is very good at what it does. What I do now is I just feed it the odd call from my African cichlid breeding setup. Female will get beaten up, or a male will get beaten up by one of the dominant males, and instead of just letting it die in the tank, he gets a nice meal. Now, the smart thing would have been years ago to have just gotten rid of it, or sold it off, or flushed it, or whatever, but I can't do that. I mean, I can't kill him for doing what he's supposed to do, and he's a very hardy guy, and he has lived, like I said, for well over a decade in my care. And so now he's going to be staying here in my place probably for the rest of its life. Oh, here is if you remember from the LED light growing experiments for called the coral tank. If you check on the release date for that video, this is the frog spawn and Duncans that have been in that tank since then, and they're growing quite well. Most of the corals come and go out of here because I put them in clients' tanks, but those two I held back. I thought I'd show that to you while the carpet anemone does his digestion here. And you can see a little bit in the center there, that's it's projecting its insides out to grab onto it and start digesting. And as this video progresses, you will see that the foot to the right there will swell up because it'll have shoved its, the body of the now fully paralyzed fish down into that, and it'll digest it. And in remarkably short order, the anemone will open back up, and it'll just have a fatter foot, and everything else will look like it hadn't eaten the fish at all. And believe it or not, when it does a digestion, and it does a good job, nothing gets spit out. Sometimes they feed anemones within a day or two, it'll spit out partially digested body of the fish or whatever. In this case, he doesn't spit out anything. There's nothing left. And what I can do is, I originally planned on doing this video a little while ago, because I've had it in my quarantine system for about a month and a half now. But unfortunately, I didn't focus the camera well enough. But I wanted to show you at least another clip of him doing his thing, because if you blink, you miss it. Yeah, you see it's a little out of focus, but this one kind of got right in the middle of it. So I thought I'd put at least a little piece of it here, and that's it. Like I said, very good at what it does. As you can tell, it's different sizes. Like this video was, like I said, about a month ago or a month and a half ago. It hasn't grown or shrunk in that time. It's just, depending on what mood it's in, it'll swell up with a lot of water, or it'll unswell. If you disturb it a lot, the carpet anemone actually can shrink down to the size of about like a hockey puck. And if you leave it alone, it can swell up well past dinner plate size. And every tank I put it in, it's been smart enough to put itself right where the current is. Like this, that's the main, that black circle you see there is the main input for the tank. And wherever I put it is always right there in the current, because I guess it knows well enough that things are going to go by there eventually. That's pretty much all I wanted to show for this video. I have a couple other comments I want to bring up. For those of you who have been watching some of my other fish videos from the beginning, this tank is the one that I hooked up the Lazy Man's filter to, and also the one I did all the LED light experiments with for the coral growth. I still haven't cleaned any of the Baxter sides on this, and if you check the dates on those other videos, that will give you a time frame for how long it's been going without any razoring of the glass. All I clean is the front glass, well obviously so I can film things, and when I actually decide to focus the camera properly, things are a lot clearer. But that's the only maintenance I do on this. There is one change. I've been seeing a lot of stuff online, and a couple clients have had experiences with biopellet reactors. So I tried to make one of my own, and I'm testing it out currently. That's the only change I put on this tank. That video will be coming up shortly, hopefully. But other than that, it's just running as you saw in those other videos. So as you can see, the foot is swollen up quite nicely here, and I'm going to show you the back end of it here as we finish up. And then by the time we get back around to the front, I think the span of this has all been about 5 minutes. It'll all be open and ready for another meal. Actually, that's one thing I should try sometime, is try to feed it multiple fish in a row, because I suspect this particular anemone can eat more than one fish at a time. I've never given a thought towards that before this, but it might be interesting to try that sometime. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this style of video. And like I said, the next video up should be the biopellet reactor video. Either that or that build that I made the belt sander for. Finally got that tank built. There was a delay because the client had to do some office renos. But that's all ready to go now too, so between that I should get that all together. Anyway, thanks again, and there you go. He's all ready for his next bit of food. Thanks again.